and then with these things, then they can make, what did they call it? Nuclear thermal something.
Propulsion.
That's it.
Nuclear thermal propulsion.
That's funny how the propulsion is the word that I couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. This is the 271st Test from the Future, an experimental podcast from the year 2226, which we are sending from our present to yours. My name is Dirk.
And my name is Simon.
And we're putting the past in podcast. And we're still lost in space.
Still lost in space, 12 weeks now.
Yes.
And unrelated to the 12-week aspect, but today we also need to hurry up a little bit.
True.
Because it's nearly 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And at 7 is when a song chosen by a random passenger, like one of the passengers aboard at random, will be played.
Yes. Through the speakers, the whole ship gets to hear it.
Exactly. Through the announcement system. We cannot reduce the volume, we cannot pause it or stop it. So exactly, we want to finish recording before that happens.
Yeah, we thought we could still squeeze in a recording before the song starts. Yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah,
it's done to keep up spirits because we're very much lost in space, and if you hear the song that you chose over the speakers, it's motivational, and they've been very diverse.
Yeah, I think there might be some decision-making going on. So in principle, anyone could choose any song, but I have noticed in a good way that they don't tend to be really depressing songs.
Yeah.
Not for the most part, anyway. They're a bit more like upbeat.
Yeah, and also a little bit more mellow, a little bit positive vibes and so on. That's true, actually, yeah. Maybe it's random, or maybe everybody's in a positive, vibrant
Everyone's
mood.
thinking that way.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, but you're right, yeah, we have to hurry up a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll try not to sound rushed.
We will try not to.
Yeah, we will hide our rushness. I mean, the good thing, I guess, is that we don't really have a topic today.
Right, nothing specific, no particular, we haven't visited a new planet in the last week, so we haven't got that to talk about.
Didn't meet any new alien race, didn't do a road trip to some comets, or we've just been...
No big accidents, no big...
Yeah, nothing, and it's because of us being in between star systems again. So the last one we've been to was a couple of days. No, so longer ago.
Kind of lost track of time a little bit. I said 12 weeks earlier. I just realised, that's 3 months.
Yes.
Maybe at some point I start saying number of months rather than number of weeks.
Yeah, that's true. For in the beginning it was just a couple of days. Now it's already months. It's true, actually. We're 3 months lost in space. Slowly we'll have to start thinking about the 1 year being lost in space anniversary.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's still a ways away.
But either way, we haven't been to a star system in a while, so we've just been in the blackness, whiteness of space, and we've even been going much slower than usual.
Right, they're working. So the engineers are working on the propulsion system, trying to find a way to use. What was it they're trying to use again?
Potassium.
That's it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Of course, for the longest time they've been thinking about, hey, what other fast space travel techniques can we use? Because that's the reason we're being slow. And all the other, I think we had a whole episode about all the other ideas that they had. None of them really worked. They've come up with a new one using potassium.
Right.
The good thing about potassium is we have lots of it.
Right, in the form of these bananas.
Yes.
These really unappetizing looking ones.
Yeah, the yellow ones. Huh?
Exactly.
This is they thought this is a novelty or a retro thing because apparently bananas used to be yellow. So because it's the first space tour ever, they thought we need some exceptional things on board, and somebody had the bright idea to bring a whole bunch of yellow bananas.
Right, and they underestimated how much people disliked them, so barely anyone has eaten them, and that's why there's this huge surplus.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, who eats yellow food anyway?
Right.
So they have lots of bananas sitting around in the ship, in storage, and then at one point they realized, can we use them for something else? Do they have something that's useful other than nutrients? turns out one of the nutrients is quite useful.
Right, the potassium.
Potassium, yeah. So how it works in detail, I don't know. But they start with a yellow banana. Then they have this white, gooey blocks.
I think that's what they turn the bananas into, maybe, or extract from the bananas.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. But they manage to produce these blocks. And then with these things, then they can make... What do they call it? Nuclear thermal something.
Propulsion.
That's it.
Nuclear thermal propulsion.
That's funny how the propulsion is the word that I couldn't remember. But yeah, so that's apparently what they... So they've been able to reproduce it on small scale.
Right. And the hope is to use it for the whole ship.
Yeah. But apparently this needs lots of energy. And of course they now need to start producing a lot of bananas. And then turning the bananas into potassium, etc. What I just explained. And so this needs a lot of energy. So everything else that needs energy is on ration.
Right. Yeah. Reduced amounts for the whole ship to use.
Yeah. So which is why we're going slow, and which is why everybody just has a limited amount of gravity that they can use.
Yeah. Right. 12 out of the 24 hours a day, you can have gravity.
And it's interesting that on Earth you need a lot of energy to counter the gravity.
Right. If you want to have a zero G.
In space, it's the other way around. So we've been forced into just doing more things in zero gravity. We've been getting pretty good at it. I have to say, if I'm in zero gravity too long, I'm getting thirsty.
Sure.
I just can't get used to drinking from a straw.
Okay. I mean, have you tried the thing? It can be messy if you miss, but have you tried the thing where you just like squirt some balls of water into the air, while there's no gravity, catch them in your mouth?
Yes, and it's fun. It just doesn't...
doesn't quench your thirst.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And maybe it's just in my mind, but I have the idea that in zero gravity I'm more thirsty.
I see.
Do you get thirsty?
I mean, I drink water all the time regardless, so no, I don't get thirsty, but that's because I'm drinking water all the time.
Okay. So you're using the straw then, huh?
Yeah, I've got no... that doesn't bother me.
Especially I have it, I mean, in the room is one thing, but if I'm floating through the ship, you always have, everywhere you have these straws that you can use, these public straws.
Those I don't like. I have, like the still suit version. So you see this, I mean, you've seen it, so I should describe it for our listeners. From the collar here of my shirt, I have a straw that hangs down, and when I'm thirsty, I just put it up into my mouth, take a drink.
Okay.
To a pack on my back, which contains lots of water. So I'm not wearing it right now that we're recording, but when I go out and about.
Yeah, maybe I should just get used to that. It's I like specifically when it's zero gravity to also carry about with me as little stuff as possible. Because I've lost stuff in zero gravity. You can't say I go for a walk through the ship because you go for a float.
Sure.
So you go for a float through the ship, you come back and you miss stuff because it drifts out of your pockets.
I was going to say it's important if you have, like I've got these trousers, some of my trousers have zips on the pockets, and that's really handy.
Yeah.
Because the ones that don't have zips, exactly, stuff can float out of them.
I basically use my swimming trunks. Just they feel nice in zero gravity because you hardly feel them.
I see, and then that's why you're not carrying much stuff with you.
Yeah, well, not when I come back.
Indeed.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, other than that, besides the fact of being thirsty, I do like zero gravity. Because, I mean, initially it was just more of a gimmick, but now because we have it on so much, or actually the gravity off for so much, you start to develop all kinds of practices and patterns.
Yeah, different ways of thinking, as well, like how you're moving through the world.
Yeah, I went by Alice's cabin because she was teaching me some zero gravity acrobatics.
Nice.
I can now push myself off the wall and then do. Okay, it's not a backflip, but it's like a roll. Like a roll.
Sure.
Because these cabins, they have exactly the right width, so I can push myself against the wall, do a roll, and then land with my feet against the other wall.
Right, so shall I switch off the gravity?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. So, there you go. Okay. I can describe it for our listeners. Dirk just floated up out of his seat.
Oh, you're holding yourself steady, right?
Exactly, I'm holding on to the edge.
Close to the microphone.
Correct. I'm staying here, holding on to my seat.
Okay, so I have to turn. I have to. Okay. And now What shape?
Oh yeah, pushing off that wall. Yeah, I see. Oh, nice. Yeah. Rolling. Nice form, and there you are on the other side.
Okay.
Nice. Do you want me to switch gravity back on? Or?
No, hold on. I'm just going to come down first.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, you can switch it on.
Now? Okay. There you go. Nice.
Okay, I have to... See, that's also something you learn.
I have to get ready before you switch it back on.
Yeah, and especially because they always switch it back on at 12 to make sure when it's 12 they have your feet pointing down.
I see. I mean, yes, you have a timer to remind yourself.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, we now did it sudden. Normally they dial the dial down slowly, so you know it's coming. I even feel a little tired.
Okay,
I'm not tired, out of breath. And thirsty. Yes, I feel very, very thirsty now.
Yeah.
So that's just one random thing that we're having. Do you have anything else that you do in zero gravity while we have it, or just the usual stuff?
I mean, I do like that thing of drinking. I drink like water. Usually is what I'm drinking, but whatever the drink is, I like chasing the globules of water around.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty fun. Only with cold drinks. It's a bit dangerous with hot drinks. Actually, one of the fun things is if it's a larger sphere of water floating around, I actually like to poke a straw into it, and drink it, and then you watch the sphere get smaller and smaller as you drink. Again, just for fun.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does it also work with liquid planets?
I mean, I haven't tried drinking a liquid planet, but in principle, like the principle would work.
Wow.
Even if like the whole planet is liquid, yeah.
I mean,
even if it wasn't, you could drink most of it, and then there'd be like a little bit left.
I just imagining ourselves slowly floating in zero gravity to this liquid planet, and then just right before you touch it, and take out your straw and then drink the planet.
Yeah. So meaning, wait, are you thinking the really tiny planets? So like you or I could drink it, or are you thinking a really huge one and the ship drinks it?
No, I was thinking about a really huge one and we drink it.
Or as all the passengers, all the crew aboard.
Yeah, whoever wants it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Earth has a lot of liquid.
It does, and that's what I was actually thinking. Like, it might be a bit mean if there were any fish swimming in that, the whole liquid planet. It'd be a bit mean to them if we drink it all up.
On the other hand, it's going to take a while, I guess, if it's really big.
That
planet.
too.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Something to do when we get back home. I think one thing that I thought we should point out is the space sickness that's been...
Right, that's been really... I mean, there were a couple of cases a few weeks ago, but by now it's really spreading.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone, so obviously not everyone on the ship has it, but it's really...
Yeah. I mean, it sounds
more do.
It sounds more dramatic than it is, I guess, but it is a disease that was yet unknown, right?
Right. It's called, like, we just call it space sickness, but it's not like other people who've been in space before have experienced it.
Yeah.
So maybe there'll be a better name later. But the symptoms are really strange, yeah? So people's feet, they grow so large and so hairy that it's not possible to fit in the spacesuits we have. I mean, the rest of you can, but not your feet.
Yeah.
And actually, it's hard to get the trousers on.
Yeah, it's weird. These people haven't been able to go on trips anymore.
Right. Well, not trips where you need to wear a spacesuit.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
can't go for a spacewalk, for example.
Yeah, but they still can travel around in pods, but they can't really because the spacesuits don't close anymore because of their feet.
Right. Correct.
But that's interesting, especially since it started to establish itself more since we have less gravity. Or you could expect maybe this is something that happens when we have too much gravity, because it's the feet that grow, there's more pressure on the feet.
Like being pushed down.
But it's basically the other way around.
I mean, it's the fluctuations, maybe, yeah. Like we were just saying, sometimes, we're going back and forth constantly between no gravity and then having gravity. And maybe it's the going back to having gravity part, your body starts to get used to not having it. And then, like, when you get smushed down again, maybe that's what's making the people's feet, like, swell up and get bigger. Not sure about the hairiness, but somehow it's related.
Point. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll at one point figure it out. And I'll probably at one point figure out a cure. But that's the thing, is we are a relatively small group of people on board, so it's not so quick for us to find a cure and then have it inserted in our cyborg chips.
Right.
But we'll bring it back to Earth, and then they'll find a cure, and then they'll have a new disease to work on. But you hear them coming.
Right, like a soft padding.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like, instead of like, people can wear different shoes. You're wearing stilettos, you hear a click, click, click. But boots, you hear a clomp, 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 and like with barefoot, a padding sound.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anything else maybe about last week that comes to mind?
The altitude chambers have been really busy.
Yes.
Like so really busy because they're so popular, because people find that when they go in them, they feel like they're back on Earth.
Yes. It's quite interesting. It's how they... I think they're originally meant to replicate an atmosphere on about 2,000 meters
above sea level.
Yeah, exactly.
Above.
Yes, above sea level. Yeah. So on Earth is high altitude. So you have an altitude chamber, and then it mirrors a high environment.
And you train there, maybe, and then you train doing a sport there, and then when you go back down to sea level, you're like way more. You've got more capacity because you're used to operating on less oxygen.
Exactly. But now, of course, we're super far away from space. From Earth. Super far away from oxygen. Then the altitude chamber actually is what comes closest to Earth.
Because it reminds, at least the folk reminds folk of what it felt like to be on Earth at high altitude, where the rest of the ship is kept at a constant oxygen level, so it basically doesn't feel so different.
It also feels like a comfortable hotel.
Right.
And also the altitude chamber, there has no windows. That's also odd. There are not so many rooms in the ship without windows. And maybe you don't see space, and you're in this closed room that mimics really a typical altitude chamber back on Earth.
Sure, so you can really pretend like you're back on Earth.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so this has been very popular. A lot of people going there. We've been going there. Maybe a bit too much.
Possibly. I mean, at least too much for the number of altitude chambers there are on the ship.
Yeah.
Versus the number of people who want to use them.
I'm thinking of expanding them, huh? Giving up a few space pods and making space for more altitude chambers.
Right. It's being considered, but as far as I know, it hasn't been decided for sure yet.
Yeah. I guess also after a while being in space, maybe something like a space pod and the novelty kind of wears off, and where something like an altitude chamber suddenly becomes more like a necessity.
Yeah. A bit like on old cruise ships, when people would swim in a swimming pool, even though the ship itself is on the ocean. And it's like, makes sense for a little bit, but then at some point, if you're missing land, maybe you rather have a bit of the cruise ship that has like grass, like a park, basically.
True, actually. Yeah.
So, similar thing maybe here with the space baths, but now people wanting the altitude chambers.
See, we don't have a grass chamber on the ship, right?
Not yet.
I mean, there's the greenhouse, but in the greenhouse there's no grass.
No, that's for growing bananas and other such things.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the time?
So yeah.
Like? Oh dear.
This is nice timing. There we go. Oh. This is loud.
It's pretty loud, yeah. As I said earlier, we can't turn down the volume.
Maybe I can muffle the speakers.
Yeah. Right, give that a go. Socks. They might work if you stuff them in.
These are your socks, right?
Yeah, but they're clean, so it's good.
Are you planning on using them today?
Oh, not today, no. Feel free to use them to stuff up the speaker.
Yeah, I think they fit right in.
Okay, yeah. That really has helped.
This works. I can still hear it a little bit. Can you hear it?
A little bit, but it's much quieter. I think it won't be so disturbing for our listeners.
This song is very different from the other one.
True. I was saying how they were like so upbeat and so on. Yeah, this is a bit different.
Okay, maybe they are randomly picking...
Maybe. I mean, I like the song well enough.
Yeah. I can't say I know it, but...
I don't recognize it either.
It's good that we have such diversity in our music. You reckon it's quite enough to do the listener email?
I think so, yeah. I think that'll be fine.
You want to read it?
Yeah, I can. Here we go. Yeah, okay, I remember now. So, Nanonana writes, Hello, Nana here. First-time listener. After 3 episodes, I can safely say that your show is both funny and interesting, but that I don't understand most of it. I found the Getting Started section on your website, but it's quite limited. Have you ever considered an FAQ section? It could possibly help me a lot. Then I won't have to listen to hundreds of episodes. Bye-bye.
Well, hundreds of episodes.
Hundreds, yeah, I guess. So thank you for the email, Nana, or Nanonana. I forgot we had a website,
True.
I mean, you and I don't operate it yet.
Yeah.
But 200 years ago, someone who likes our show very much, who made one.
Yeah, some friendly person, they emailed us even.
Right, told us about it a bit.
Yeah.
was a while ago.
I guess if they're still there, are you listening? They need an FAQ section.
Yes, please.
Your
Right.
fellow 21st century people.
Yeah, right, exactly. Please make one for us and put it on the website. We'll be most grateful.
Yes, and Nana as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thanks for the suggestion, Nana.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pass it on.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
That was quick. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay then. Listeners to Tests from the Future, please send an email to michaellasagna5@gmail.com and put the number 271 in the subject line so that we know this episode successfully went back in time. Feel free to ask us even more questions about our website, and we'll be sure to pass those along to the person making it.
For now, thanks for listening, and see you in 200 years. Bye-bye.
So goddamn problematic. 'Cause I'm the bad guy, I'm a loser, I'm a psycho, believe the rumor.